Feels like another scorcher out there when you're by the ocean in September and it's this warm to hot. You know, it's a rather extreme pattern. There's a major traffic jam in the atmosphere with that severe flooding over Greece, surrounded by record heat. Major blocking in the atmosphere. I can barely see the ocean right now. It's right there. Kind of blinded by salt in the air. There's some smoke in the sky. And the sun, even though it's at a lower angle, is generating heat. 90 degrees yesterday, Fitchburg and Orange. That was day 2. Today, day 3 is today, so it is a heat wave away from the coast in New England. Part of the blocking pattern is the storm formerly known as Idalia. Stalled out there, continuing to generate this powerful ocean swell that has offered surf every day in kind of dangerous conditions right near the beach. I mean, the waves have been coming right up to the cliff here on the National Seashore now since Sunday or Saturday. So this storm is just relentless. It's running on inertia now, just sitting out there spinning. It's out of fuel, but it's got inertia. And it's also part of the blocking pattern. It's happening kind of globally. There's overall a very big ridge in the east, but then it's sort of Idalia cut off right in the middle of the ridge. The ridge goes up almost to Greenland. I know everyone's talking about Hurricane Lee. The future of Lee is frightening, to say the least. I've been going back, looking through the map from 1938 when tropical storm formed off of Africa September 4th and arrived in New England on September 21. Yeah, you can sense nervousness in my voice, that's for sure. It tracked kind of how this one's supposed to track, but the difference is at the last minute, the trough in the East Coast connected with that hurricane in 1938 and it raced ashore. Slow-moving huge hurricanes usually stay offshore. Look at that wave. Look at that wave. Looks that big from here. You should see what it looks like when you're laying on a surfboard as it's coming at you. Yeah, kind of sore. This is serious surf out here, and there have been a number of rescues. Anyhow, back to the potential for that hurricane. There's so much going on between now and Lee. When it's supposed to be off the East Coast around Friday, September 15th or so. So it's still 10 days out, but it's now getting into the Euro 10-day wheelhouse. I don't know what I want to show you first. Maybe the huge picture upper level pattern. So we have a system coming from Africa, but you also have to watch what's happening in Russia. There's a storm and a jet streak coming across from Russia into Alaska, and then that comes down the west coast. And that's a huge ingredient in the forecasts for what should be a major hurricane. So you have to watch what's happening in Russia. That ends up being a trough over the Mississippi River Valley next Friday. So now you get your air from Russia coming into the central United States. You get your air from Africa sitting off the eastern United States, and they merge. And that storm eventually moves north and then east, hopefully along the latest spaghetti plot guidance, which still has it offshore, but definitely has been trending toward the west. A closer look at that 200 millibar flow, that's up around 40,000 feet. The steering currents out next Friday, September 15th. You get a little subtle ridging there over the Great Lakes with a strong jet streak exiting New England. And then you have that upper level low over the Mississippi River Valley. A lot's going to change between now and then. But if that were to verify as accurate, that would probably steer a slowly weakening major hurricane barely safely south of Nantucket and out to sea. There's a lot that's going to change. I'm not saying this is going to miss. Certainly not. Nobody can do that right now. I actually have my eyes closed while I'm talking to you, just visualizing all of this. I open my eyes, it's blinding. Open your eyes, it's blinding. There's some metaphor in there, I think. We were talking back in July when we were getting those record rains, and we talked about how it was rivaling rainfall from July of 1938. So whenever you see an analog like that, oh my goodness, 1938 had flooding rains well ahead of it. Well, 2023 also has had flooding rains. Let's just hope this next Lee kind of follows Franklin, which is actually still out there. Did you see the 48-hour little X there off of Portugal? That's the remnant of Franklin. And then you have another wave coming off Africa. But we're still not even done with Idalia. And remember, one run of the Euro last week had Idalia recurving and hitting Nantucket like tonight or tomorrow. In a big, huge global picture, that was not a very bad forecast. The Euro has been handling the hurricanes, I think, better than the GFS. The Euro had that Idalia going into Florida 10 days before it went into Florida. So let's hope this 10-day remains rather accurate, especially at upper levels, and Lee can curve and follow Franklin across the Atlantic. That's the best we can hope for right now. It's going to be a monster storm, and I'm anxious just looking at it and thinking about it right now. I get shoulders. I can feel the tension in my shoulders. Anyhow, it's winding down. I got to eventually get off this beach and go back and do some more work. But yesterday was a fun day. Weir was out there just making it look easy on a stand-up paddleboard. Those were manageable sets. That was in Truro. Came back here to Wellfleet. I didn't have my camera with me, but there were 3 shortboarders out there catching some about 6 to 8 foot faces dropping in almost double overhead yesterday afternoon. And then those waves, they can really grab you by the ankle or knee, pull you out and down. No lifeguards right now. The size of that thing. So you'd have to get on the left right now and fly down that left, right down that left. Another beautiful day, certainly majestic and mesmerizing, sitting down by the ocean, watching all this waves and weather. 3 more days of heat. Front gets in here Friday, Saturday. Maybe still stalled here much next week. That's not very good news, but the heat will be broken. It's going to stay humid though, with a dew point near 70. Look at that blue line, dew point near 70, even as the red line starts to come down after a few 90-degree days even in Boston. So it is an exceptional weather pattern. It's been an exceptional year, so no need to think that's going to end anytime soon. Those beautiful lines. Long period swell. It has more power than a sort of near shore wind swell. This is an offshore swell from Idalia. And obviously I can't look away. All right, a few highlights from yesterday. So fun playing at sunset with Clementine. Dennis doesn't want to be on the camera, but Clementine certainly did a good job. Talk to you guys later. 10 o'clock in the morning. No one's selling parking tickets. Come on down. Even the front lot is open. And the waves are still breaking. Cam is up in that skylight at the top in the attic where it's probably 100 degrees. There it is. So that window gets dirty and foggy quite often. Need rain to wash it off. Not this week. Newcomb Hollow, doing the Wellfleet 500, checking all the beaches. Pretty breezy today. It's former Idalia backs in our direction. Next up, Truro, head of the meadow. Head of the meadow. Much less windy here. Well, in this dune anyway. From the north, side shore, not that strong. Weir's going to the right. To the right. Weir's got a little competition today. Enough room for everybody. I'll try and get that right there. Clever. It's clever. Yeah, I'm on break, probably for the rest of the day. I did manage to get out. He just tried to get out and was pushed way to the north by the current. It's not a huge wave, but it's powerful. It's a long period. Probably about 3 to 4 foot. 14 seconds, so it's not easy to get out. You gotta get through like 5 of those breaks, and that one's gentle right there compared to some of them. As soon as you get over one bump of white, here comes another one right at you. Push it back in again. A few minutes later, you're still looking back and you're 10 feet from the shore. Oh man, it's a big one. Nice weir. Oh, a nice exit. He's smart. Couldn't have made it down the line. Let's go for it. He's got a short, buoyant board and no leash. Just talking to him. Seems like a really nice guy. Oh, you're gonna make it. He's gonna make it. You gotta really time it between the sets. Made it. Still got a score. Good job. He's out. Oh, maybe I spoke too soon. He almost made it out. He went up there, that line, and now look where he is, just like 30 seconds later. That's how fast the water's moving down the beach to the north. The current's moving toward the north. The air is coming from the north. Waves in the water, waves in the sky. Very outer circulation of Idalia. Same storm we had the beautiful sunsets a week ago from the outer circulation of Idalia. In right there. 30 seconds later, he's coming out right here. I was rooting for you. I thought you had it.
So close.
Like one more wave. Well, at least you didn't lose your board. That's good.
Did they die down like right after they start coming back, or
No.
no? How'd that person make it out so easy?
No. Got his name, Jacob. Going for it again. Might want to give it a second. There's Jay's house right up there. I forgot about that. That's his deck we can see. Lost track of Jacob. Oh, there he is, way down, just coming out. He's getting pushed north. Back in and north, in and north. Nice ride. It kind of puts it in perspective how big the waves are. It's so small compared to the ocean. All that white power, all that's moving water and air. Jacob's coming back. Try again. Getting out of the water is hard. Right there, your feet sink down in the sand, the water keeps moving, pushing you north. A lot harder than it looks. you can't be tired. You're just standing around out there.
Oh, I'm tired.
Yeah, good job. You're my hero. It was like 90 minutes, I think.
Those waves are fast too.
You were fast. It puts it in perspective when, you know, out there it looks so easy, but then when you come into here, you're so small compared to all the white that's around you. Jacob's tried to get out like 3 times.
I saw he almost made it.
He did. Yeah, I got the same video. He was there, and then 3
sad
waves
wave.
came right in. You gotta be patient, huh?
Very patient, very patient.
Right.
Really
Big sets
fast.
out there.
Unbelievable how clean it is compared to the other side of the Cape. I don't know why, but
You mean
This-
down in Wellfleet?
yeah, it was windier down there and
Right.
more choppy, and this is like almost an offshore day. Doesn't make sense.
You make friends with the...
Right as I was about to get out there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We always talk about what is wind. Don't talk about what is time. Time just goes around and around, like the patterns of the blades of grass in the sand. So we just got back from Truro in time to see a couple of pretty close to 8-foot faces and a couple of nice drops, almost tubing, and a barrel. Now looks like the tide maybe a little too high. Definitely cleaner water in Truro. Look at that. It's a head high. Objects inland are bigger than they are here.
The sneaker wave doesn't take out wrench.
He is way out. It takes a big swell to break in that deep water. Idalia, stop giving. And out there, weak. Here we go. Same thing as the last 3 days in a row. One wave comes up and everything is soaked immediately. Nice. A little too high now. Oh, I wish I was here an hour earlier with my video camera. Nice. Thanks for the show. Awesome. Keep moving. You can watch the sunset a bunch of times in Wellfleet. It's already set right here at this spot. We can go over to the harbor, or we can go down the beach, watch it set again and again and again. Waves. Waves through time. Storm 600 miles east of here, still generating a powerful surf after 5, 6, 7 days. Volleyball court. Zamboni again. How's that wall doing? Oh, there's a dog getting wet right there. Fun. It helps. Another sunset in Wellfleet. You can hear the surf still crashing. And T-Rex, did you know that they had a beer with your picture on it? But it's named Sue. It's like that Johnny Cash song, A Boy Named Sue. What's going on over there?
I don't know.
Hey, Clementine.
She's
Oh,
coming
no,
to
no,
you.
no, 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 no. Okay, you can do that. Yeah, I'm sure you just trimmed her nails.
No, she doesn't let me.
That cod looks familiar. That's a Cape Cod.
Oh my God.
Cod.
Oh my God. I used to live in this house.
It's a Cape Cod Clementine.
Oh my God.
Come to the other side of Wellfleet, you can watch the sunset again.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What do you say?
Oh, beautiful. The gradient of Idalia has stopped moving west and is now going to progress to the east. And there are 0 isobars over New England tomorrow. Not one isobar.
Awesome.
You know what that means?
Yeah. No wind.
No place to drink. There's no isobars.
Out of ice.